Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Adam. In this video, I'm going to present my poster about the green construction technology review, which entitled Energy Efficiency for Residential Development. So first thing first, we need to know what is energy efficiency. An energy efficient building can be described as a building condition which it offers an appropriate environment for habitation while minimal energy consumption and wastage of energy use. Does this maximize the energy consumption? So this is to create comfortable living conditions inside the dwelling while using the very least possible amount of energy consumption while maximize the efficiency in use of other variable resources. So to develop an energy efficient building, it should be considered as early during the design stage, during the selection of construction materials, the construction process itself, and the operation of the building. So during the design stage, adopting passive solar house design strategy at the design stage is the first step towards the energy efficient structure. So for the material, using low energy building materials and less energy consuming construction equipment during the construction process. So for the building operation, utilities for the renewable energy system can be used like the water heating, the photovoltaic electrification, and other utilities. So next is the main benefits of applying energy efficiency. So first, of course, the energy saving. When using energy efficiency equipment such as LED lights, fans, air conditioners, and refrigerators, they are equipped with Energy Star approved rating that makes them much more durable, with less running costs and lower maintenance costs. So next is the resource conservation. So when using energy efficiency is also applied to use renewable energy because they offer many great advantages such as cost effectiveness, the sustainability, and the security of energy supply. So besides being cheap or free, so it is better to make use of them than they are being wasted as it is. So the third one is the environmental impact reduction. So when applying energy efficiency strategy to build a zero energy passive building, we can somehow reduce the environment problems that occur nowadays, such as the climate change, the pollution, the environmental degradation, and also the resource depletion. So lastly is the occupant health and comfort. So when an occupants are living inside an energy efficiency residential, it is much well maintained and much better than living in a regular residential. Here is the example that I found using energy efficiency building. The project is Kaya Heights Equine. It is a condominium residential which address at Seri Kembangan, Selangor. So the price range between 560,000 ringgit until nearly 1 million ringgit per unit, and the area is 970 square feet to 1,500 square feet per unit. So what are the technology that used to make it energy efficient? So first is natural ventilation and lighting. So the building adopt the use of natural ventilation and natural lighting of the sunlight to cut down energy use. So it also to ensure the selection of material is in compliance with the sustainable guideline. So selection of the material, they're capable of reduce maintenance, replacement, and lowering utility costs. And it somehow increase the property and also the resale value of the building. So next is the energy saving fittings. So the building utilize energy efficient and water saving fittings and technology, as well address factors that would contribute to the environment environment problems that happen during construction. So lastly is the preservation of the original vegetation. So the development preserves almost 40% of its original vegetation. It is maintained all around the building. These are the challenges that happen when applying energy efficient and the solutions to counter them. So first challenge that happen is the lack of awareness from the architects, consultants, and the clients. So the solution, the government can start enforcing all of the developers to incorporate some green building features in all of their future developments before giving them approval. So this way, the clients, the architect, and the consultants have no choice but to accept the requirement needed. So next challenge is the low investment and participation from the government and private companies in the green building movement. So the solution, the GBI, has been created to aim to validate the environmental initiative at the design phase of a new construction. So last challenge, there have been no competent local energy specialists to provide useful data and advice on green building system and concepts. So the solution, the government also with Pertubuhan Arkitek Malaysia organisation can bring in foreign expert and at the same time giving training to our locals so we can have our energy specialist expert. These are the future trends of energy efficiency for residential development. First is the growing trend in energy consumption will always continue due to the urbanization, the increasing demand for buildings, and also the growth of population in our country. So Malaysia is blessed with several resources of renewable energy such as wind, solar, biomass, hydro, and biogas. So it is better to make use of these resources than let it go to waste as it is. So lastly, a policymaker could provide a good balance between the demand of a reasonable price and also integrating green initiative into the development. So last but not least is the recommendation that I gain. So based on this consideration and future trend, developer nowadays must implement green building technology when constructing any kind of development as part to respond to the government's call on emphasis sustainable site planning and management followed by energy efficiency. Again, the government can also start enforcing all of the developers and the consultants to incorporate some green building features in all of their future development before giving them approval. So this way, the client and the architects and the consultant have no choice but to accept the requirements needed. So lastly is the conclusion. So most critical solutions were found to be awareness on resource conservation, government policy regulations, financial incentive, and clients' requirement, while the most critical challenges highlight inadequate awareness of all parties, absence of incentive, and poor knowledge of green building methods among professionals in our local. To strategically prepare the country built environment for sustainable building, it was fundamentally discovered that the government has to be the one to take the lead and take initiative. However, all parties must take part in implementing a sustainable practice in the construction sector, as this industry gives the major impact on the environment rates than other industries. That's all from me. Thank you.